In the previous modules, we looked at what is blockchain in simple terms and history and important timelines of blockchain. In this module, we'll talk about categories of blockchain. Categories of blockchain. There are three broad categories of blockchain depending upon who can access them. They are 1. Public blockchains. Anyone can access the database, store a copy, and make changes subject to consensus in a public blockchain. Bitcoin, for example, is a classic public blockchain. The key characteristics of a public blockchain are they are completely decentralized. The network is open to any new participants. Anyone can join. All participants can be involved in validating the blocks. All participants can access the data contained in the blocks. All participants have equal rights. They are by nature permissionless. The advantage of public blockchains is that they are a pure decentralized blockchain. The disadvantage is that the speed at which they process transactions is slower than the other type of blockchains. 2. Private blockchains. As the name suggests, they are tightly controlled regarding access and centralized management. They are also called managed blockchains. A central authority decides who can be a node and provides the rights to access or modify the database. All nodes need not have equal rights. Blocks are validated by the central authority or the empowered nodes. Read rights will also be decided by the central authority. They are also known as permissioned blockchains. Thus, a private blockchain is very similar to existing databases in terms of access restrictions, but is implemented with blockchain technology. Since it is accessible only by certain people, there is no requirement for mining of blocks, validating, etc. Credit Mutual Archaea decided to use a private blockchain to share data with its subsidiaries. Ripple is another example of a private blockchain. The advantage of this type of blockchain is that it is faster than other types because it does not have the overheads of mining, consensus, etc. The main disadvantage is that this type of blockchain isn't really aligned with the principle of decentralization. It is tightly controlled like any traditional system. 3. Hybrid or consortium blockchains. They are permission blockchains. In this aspect, they are similar to private blockchains. However, the control vests with a group of organizations rather than one. They are midway between public and private blockchains. They have more restrictions than public ones, but are less restrictive than private ones. For this reason, they are also known as hybrid blockchains. The characteristics are new nodes are accepted based on a consensus with the consortium. Blocks are validated according to predefined rules defined by the consortium. Access rights can be public or limited to certain nodes. User rights might differ from user to user. Hybrid blockchains are therefore partly decentralized. R3 Consortium, which has 70 large financial institutions as members, uses a semi-private blockchain and is a good example of a consortium blockchain. This combines the advantages and disadvantages of both the public and private blockchains. This type of blockchain is neither fully centralized nor fully decentralized. It has better response times than public blockchains, but is not as fast as private ones. An additional disadvantage is that it depends upon cooperation within the consortium to function smoothly. Any discord may disrupt the functioning. Which type of blockchain is best? We have looked at the three categories of blockchain. Now, which type of blockchain is best? If the blockchain is going to be used within the organization and by a defined set of users, then a private blockchain will suffice. This will avoid overheads like a consensus that reduces transaction speeds. If the blockchain is used within a group of related organizations, like a group of companies or an association of companies within an industry, then a consortium blockchain can be looked at. If the blockchain needs to be decentralized and the access must be open to everyone, as in the case of a cryptocurrency, then a public blockchain would be the best choice. So which type of blockchain is best is solely dependent on what is the purpose of the blockchain. To summarize this module, blockchains can be categorized into public blockchains, private blockchains, and hybrid blockchains based on who can access them. Which category of blockchain is best is dependent on what purpose it is used for.